I'm very happy about the day. I think everything went as planned, or maybe even better. We've seen 8 amazing pitches from the finalists. They came from 4 different countries, and it was also very interesting to see from the judge panel the different questions. We had the producer there, we had the showrunner, creative director, we had commissioner, programming director also. That's always interesting to see how the different takes on the projects come together. We also got a little insight on the market trends from K7, which is a new feature on the Hypewriter event, shows our ambition towards developing Hypewriter further than a pitch forum, more into being a talent developer as well.
What is also kind of special this year, that we were very unanimous. All of us practically by one said that, well, this should be the winner. So I think it was really very obvious to all of us. And what I heard from the audience after the announcement of the results, that the audience knew actually that this will be the one.
It's about the guy who suddenly wins the lottery and ends up with shitloads of money, and he wants to spend it in a way that 95% of the people would spend it. Large house, pool, big cars, and then crashing the car, crashing the pool, and so on, and ending up exactly the same spot where he started. But the strength of the idea is the author came from the place, from the area where it actually happened. So he knows the characters, he knows the people who were in this story, so he knows what he's writing about. Writing about something that you actually lived through, that's really rare, but that's where good stories come from.
I think it's, in a way, very Hungarian, but at the same time it's very Central European, so I could imagine it in any country from Slovenia to Poland. And it's a very straightforward story in a way. And I'm quite sure that everyone heard about the fact that there are about 90% of lottery winners who finish with no money at the end. So I think it's an interesting social question as well, and that's why I'm really looking forward to the pilot.
Ezen a történeten keresztül egy picit így a vidéken élő embereknek a drámáiról szeretnék igazából beszélni. Tehát valójában ez az, ami érdekel, és az, hogy valahogy mindezt az én felszínes, hogy olyan szórakoztatóan megmutatni, de úgy, hogy úgy sírjunk valamin, hogy közben tudunk rajta nevetni is.
Egy kicsit mindenki tud azonosulni ezzel a karakterrel, az Olikával, akit a Renátó főhősnek megtett, és hogy egy kicsit mind azt érezzük, hogy ismerjük, és közben meg tudunk vele menni.
When with Ákos Erdős we were thinking about doing something like Hypewriter 6 or 7 years ago, we already pictured it as an event that, okay, we announce the winner, and on the event of next year we will see the pilot. And now I know already that normally this isn't the case, so you won't see a pilot 1 year from the idea. But now we had an exception, and I really liked that we had an exception, and now we really had it.
It's an honor that we had a pilot directed by Ildikó Enyedi, our director with Golden Bear and Oscar nominee, and that she was enthusiastic enough after last year's judging or being a jury member to sign up and be the director of this pilot. I do think that it has a great chance going forward, but Hypewriter's role here finishes. So from here we're gonna see how audience reacts, and I hope to see where this series will take us.
Én mozi élményem volt. Nyilván azért ez egy kis idő, amíg elkezdem nem magamat nézni, hanem azt a figurát, aki ott van. De ez ha megtörténik, akkor valami jól van mesélve, és most megtörtént, szóval így izgultam értük.
Paprika Studio Slovenia is under the wing of Paprika Studio Budapest, so we have different projects. But in the future, of course, we're talking and thinking how can we join the two Paprikas, the two nations, and to make something even bigger, because probably the financial conditions or whatever would be better if two companies and two nations, two televisions join, and that we do something together. That would be also great for development of connection between two cultures.
I think we have a much greater responsibility than ever before to engage people with stories, to tell them good stories, to help them detach from the everyday struggle and difficulties and the uncertainties that we are all facing.